All right, so now we're jumping into week 2. So preparing to launch. All right, so now is the time where we're actually going to build capital and prepare to start our company. All right. So we're actually going to start your business plan. So in the first week, we didn't actually make any written plans, but now in day 8, we're going to actually start our written plan. All right, so we're going to finish the written plan by day 13. We're going to finish that and the marketing plan. All right, and we're going to start the marketing plan on day 10. So for day 8 and day 10, when you're doing your business, starting your business plan and starting your marketing plan, I do suggest going to the library and getting a book. Some good books for starting your business plan is Business Plan for Dummies. If you live in Canada, they have one specifically for writing a business plan in Canada. And those books I found really helpful for me when I was starting out and when I was doing my business plan. All right, so that's what we're going to do day 8. You're going to start your business plan and you're going to do any of the legal aspects of your business. So if you have to register your business, if you have to file anything at City Hall to get yourself legally up and ready, that's the things that you're going to do. It's important that you do these things on day 8 because sometimes it takes a week or 2 before they can actually process that for you. And we want to have our business up and running in the next week. All right, so we're going to start the business plan and we're going to get all of the legal paperwork done for the business. Okay, and so day 9, we're going to get one business industry related book. All right, so now we're going to read another book. So this week's going to be a crazy week because we're not only going to write a business plan on day 8, we're not only going to do our business plan start our business plan on day 10, but we're going to also read a book. All right, so for this week, the book can be an audiobook or an ebook, podcast, whatever you prefer, but it has to be a lengthy podcast if you're going to go for a podcast. So if you're listening to like an audiobook, it might be anywhere between 3 to 7 hours. So if you're listening to a podcast, it might be a complete series that you're actually going to listen to because it does have to be lengthy. All right, and it's very important that it's lengthy, not necessarily full of fluff. Like you don't want to just look at length and say this is good because it's 9 hours long, but you do want to get a detailed industry related book. When you're finished reading a book or listening to a podcast or a podcast series, you have to have learned something. If you start listening to a book and you feel like it's not really for you or this is not the direction that you want to go with your business, drop it. You do not have time to waste reading books or doing anything that's not going to benefit you in your business, especially not at this stage. All right, especially not during the 30-day action plan, because everything that we do in these 30 days has to benefit the company in some way. If it's not benefiting the company in some way, if you're not learning from it, it's a waste of time and you shouldn't be doing it. All right, so that's what we're gonna have for the book. All right, day 10, we're having our marketing plan. Again, you can go to the library, you can get a book, you can even just do a Google search for marketing plans, and you can just get some examples. You can hire, if you have the resources for it, you can get someone to hire to do your marketing plan for you, to do your business plan, or to help you with that. A business coach would be something good for that, or they just have regular websites, people that can help you do it. Just need to get it done. All right, so day 11, we're going to start to build up our startup fund. So if you don't have any startup funds for your business, day 11 and 12 is when we're going to do that. So day 11, we're going to brainstorm all the ideas that we have to do our startup funds. So in week 1, we went through all of our strengths, all of the things that we were good at, and now we're going to use it to monetize. So let's say, for example, in school, you were good at accounting, for example, and you can do bookkeeping. That would be something good that you can make some money to fund your business with. You can do some Fiverr gigs. You can work part-time. You can take odd jobs here, especially around tax season. People would love for you to do their taxes for them. You can do taxes for people. Say, hey, I'm just trying to earn some money for my business. I'm not an accountant, but I can do your taxes for you. In Canada, when you're doing your taxes, it tells you how much money you're going to get back before you actually submit it. So that's something that you can offer the people that say that you can do the taxes for them. You can say, I'll show you how much you're going to get back. If you're not satisfied with it, you can go to an accountant. If you are, I'm only going to charge you like $20 or so. All right, but you got to think of ways that you can make money. You have to hustle. You have to think. You shouldn't think anything's beneath you. If you think it's beneath you, it's not going to get done. All right, you have to put your business first. You have to be willing to get down on your hands and knees, get dirty, not immoral things, but to do things that you necessarily might think are beneath you, like, oh, I don't want to work at McDonald's, or oh, I don't want to ask people for money. You don't have to ask people for money. You can say, I'll mow your lawn for $5. Just let them know, I'm starting my business, I'm looking to build some money, I'll wash your car for you. It's like, oh, I notice it's time for spring cleaning and you're busy at work. I'll help you with your spring cleaning, $20. Adds up over time, and every single dollar in your company and in your business matters. All right, so that's what we're going to do day 11 and 12. We're going to build up our startup funds for our company. And as you're working on your business plan, you're going to know exactly how much the startup funds are. All right, so day 11 and 12, that's what we're doing. All right, and by day 13, our business plan and our marketing plan are going to be completely done. There's not going to be any editing. There's nothing else that need to be done to that. All right, it's going to be completely done. Okay, and day 14, we're going to finish reading that book. So now at the end of week 2, we have our business plan, we have our marketing plan, we have our mission statement, which is going to be a part of your business plan now because we wrote that in the first week. All right, we have our startup funds, and we have ways that we're going to have our startup funds. All right, you might not have had all the money that you need in 2 days. That's not really realistic, but you have a start. So from day 11, you're actually making money on a daily basis, all right? And that's what we're going to do all the way over until we finish reading our book on day 14, all right? So some startup fund ideas. So you can always go on Fiverr. Fiverr has gigs that you can always do for money. You can always do pet sitting, walking dogs, little odd jobs people would love to pay money for, to organize someone's Blu-ray collection, all right? To clean someone's couch. You just have to think outside the box and think of what people would want. You can go to friends and family and let them know, I'm starting a business and I need $10,000 to start the business, and I'm going around washing cars. It'd help me out if you could find people if they want their car washed. Or I'm walking dogs, taking dogs to their veterinarian appointments. I'm organizing your closet. I'll help you go through your clothes. If you have a car and somebody doesn't have a car, I'll do your laundry for you. I'll take your clothes to the laundromat and I'll wash them and dry them for you. Do you know what I mean? You have to think about a lot of ways that you can make money, because in this point in your business, you don't want to be spending money and you don't want to be getting loans and going into debt to start up your business, because that puts a lot of stress on your business. You want to be able to start with as much cash flow as you possibly can. I know in a lot of situations that's really hard and we're on really tight budgets, but sometimes that just means delaying the startup of your business, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You're delaying the start of your business, you can use that time to learn more in the industry. You could read more books so that when you do start, you're fast-tracked. All right, think of it like getting a mortgage, buying a house. Everybody's getting their house when they're 20 years old. They get a 20-year mortgage. They'll have it paid off when they're 45 years old. All right, but if you're saving your money this whole time, saving your money, you're not ready yet, and you're able to buy a house cash when you're 40, you still come out ahead. All right, so think of it that way. Think of the end and think of where you want to be at the end, and don't worry so much about the beginning. All right, but you do have to get your hustle on. You have to get out of that comfort zone and get some money to start up a business. What I specifically did for myself is I sold friendship bracelets on eBay, and I sold them for the price that I sold them for ended up meaning I made $1 an hour. All right, and what I did is I calculated and I said, okay, I'm gonna make $1 an hour selling these bracelets online, and I need $250. I can't remember what I wanted to buy at the time, but it was $250. And so I said I need to have 250 hours put in to making these bracelets sell online to get this money. And in that month, I did that. I did exactly that. I came back from work. I woke up early. I went to bed late, and I made these bracelets and I sold them online. And they were selling for like 25 cents here, 50 cents there. But it all added up in the end to the $250 that I needed, and whatever piece of equipment I needed at the time, I purchased it, and that's just what I had to do at the time. And I'm glad I did it, because look where I am now. I was able to have my business from that. And when I had my lotion and soap business, I never had any money to start that up either. I literally started that business with $20, and I bought the string to make the friendship bracelets that I sold on eBay. And I wanted to have a variety of bracelets. I wanted to have beads, and I wanted to have leather for men and little gems, and I couldn't afford it. I could only afford to sell just the cotton. And so I learned intricate designs online for free. I learned how to make like zigzag patterns and crisscross and little dots all over them, and that's what I excelled at. I was good at doing things with my hand. I'm good at crafts, and I'm good at finding details. I can find mistakes in them easily, and I noticed that other people that were selling it, theirs had a lot of mistakes in it. And so that's what I marketed. No mistakes, high quality. People purchased it, I got my $1, and I added it to my pile. All right, and that's what you need to do. It might be $2 here, it might be $4 there. You might feel like I just did this work. It took me an hour and I made $4. But don't look at it as $4. You can get Facebook ads for $4 that could reach 100 people. And what could you do with the potential of 100 people? You know what I mean? So don't just look at it as dollar amounts. You have to look at it as building your business. It's a brick, and you need that brick as the foundation to build up. All right. So part 2. So we're launching your business. All right. So this is just a recap of what we've done in the first 2 weeks. So we read 2 books. We know the products and services that our company is going to offer. We have a full business plan that's complete, a full marketing plan that's complete. And I say complete, a lot of people leave parts out of their business plan. They feel as though it's not important. One of the big ones being market research of other companies, and that is important. Whether you feel as though you're competing directly or indirectly, you can learn a lot from your competitors. You can see what they're doing right and mimic that. You can see what they're doing wrong and be sure to never do those things within your own company. All right. And then we're also started building up our startup funds. So at this point in your action plan, you're very busy because you are spending all your time, all your energy into building up your startup funds. All right. Okay. So now week 3, we're finally going to get into launching our business. All right. And it does seem fast. It does seem like 30 days is a very short amount of time to get the business up and running, but you have to put that time frame on it. If you don't put a deadline, you will not get it done. Think of how long ago you wanted to start your business. Like, really think about it. All right. And how long has it taken you to finally take action? So you have to just take these actionable steps. You don't want to go to work, but every morning you wake up, you put your clothes on and you go to work. All right. That same energy, that same mentality that you have to get up and help build somebody else's dream is what you need to put into yourself to build your own dream. All right. So just 3 weeks. That's all it is. We're going to launch up our business. Now, when we're launching our business, you don't have to launch perfect. That's like a lot of things that people struggle with. It doesn't have to be perfect when you launch it. Okay. If you have a podcast, it doesn't have to be perfectly edited. You don't have to have the exact intro and outro that you want. You don't have to buy all the rights to the music so nobody else has music like you and spend like $1,000 to get your first podcast out. You don't have to do that. You can just get an audio program. You can have it for free. You can get an inexpensive one, and your content that you deliver should be good enough. All right. You're just starting out. It's fine. You're still learning. You'll have that first podcast, you'll listen to it and you'll say, oh, I like this, I don't like that, and you'll build of what you'd like to have. So the same when you're launching your business. It's okay to launch your business. It's not perfect. If you don't like a color scheme, you can change it. If you don't like your logo, you can change it. If you don't like your name, if you don't like the direction it's going, you can change it. There's nothing wrong with that. You won't lose billions of dollars. You're completely fine. All right. You can launch your business, let people know that you're out there. People will tell other people and your business will start to grow. And then from that place, you can decide which direction you want to take your business in. All right. So day 15, we're going to create some products. Well, day 15, 16, we're going to create product services depending on your industry. If you're an author, let's just say, and you're writing a book, you might say, all right, so day 15, I'm going to start writing my book. And you might have your outline of your book. So a rough draft maybe at this point, because you might not necessarily have to spend a lot of money on a business plan if you're an author. But so you'll get that done day 15, 16. If you're a contractor, you might determine how much you're going to charge for certain services. If you're going to put up drywall or do tiling or anything like that, you'd have specific prices. So if somebody calls you for a quote, you can quickly give them a quote. If somebody asks you a particular question, you could quickly just go to your notes and have the answer. It won't be I have to make it up on the spot because I wasn't expecting to have a customer. All right, so we're going to do day 15 and day 16. So day 17, we're going to create a website and a payment gateway. So in one day, you're going to create your business. All right, you can your website. You can create your website in a few hours. You can just get a WordPress theme, a free theme. They have them. Get some headers up there, some pages, an About Me page. You already have your products and services there. You already have your mission statement. Everything that goes on your website, you've already created it. You literally just have to get it up physically and copy and paste the information from all the other places from the previous days in the action plan. All right. And you can get a payment gateway. The most common payment gateway is PayPal. You can set up an account in 5 minutes. They have HTML codes for an add to cart button. You can add that to your website. You're done. All right. Day 18, we're going to start advertising. So you do have your marketing plan in place. And for the past week now, you've been doing all your startup side hustles and jobs to get your startup funds. So now you have money to advertise. So when you first start off advertising, I do suggest low cost advertising. So building your social media, Facebook ads, Twitter ads, something that you can track that's very low cost. You can get Facebook ads for like $5 to $60. That's a low cost to start off with, and you can invest in that every couple of weeks, monthly, however you feel comfortable with your funding. All right. So day 19, you're going to troubleshoot everything in the business. So you're going to go over your website. You're going to make sure all your links work. You're going to make sure that your payment gateway works. Have a friend, or if you have another credit card or something that you can buy your own product with, to make sure that the thank you email and everything that gets sent out is correct. So you're going to make sure everything is working in terms of your website. You're going to go through your systems, your services. You're going to make sure the prices are correct. If that means that you have to contact a wholesaler to make sure that the price that they quoted you is the correct price or close in that, then you're going to do that. You're going to make sure everything like that is out of the way. All right. So the day before you open your business, because you're opening the business day 21, the day before, day 20, you're not going to do a single thing. You're going to play games. You're going to go for a walk. You're going to go shopping. You're going to hang out with your family. Whatever it is that you like to do is what you're going to do day 20. You're going to be thinking about your business because you're going to launch it the next day, but you're not going to do anything. You're not going to hit spacebar. You're not going to click the link. Nothing. Okay? It's very important that you relax, because the next part of your business, you'll have a lot of work to do. All right? And relaxation is just as important as getting things done. Okay? So increasing your reach in week 4. All right. So this part is getting customers. Okay. So day 22. So now your business is up and running. Okay. It's open. You have your website. You've been telling people, hey, I do roofing repairs, or I do home organization. I can help you with your finances. I have your get out of debt plan, whatever it is that your business is doing. Day 22, we're going to maximize social media. So they have the program's called Hootsuite. You can automatically set up your social media accounts so that you don't have to go in daily and post. You can actually schedule your posts ahead of time. So that's what we're going to do for day 22. We're going to maximize social media. We're going to focus on growing our social media accounts. We live in a day and age where people, when they look at a company, they'll click Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and see how much subscriptions and followers that person has. And they actually measure the size of your business based on that. So even if you have 1,000 customers and you're on Twitter and you have 20 followers on Twitter, new people that come to your company are going to feel like you're a new company, or you don't know what you're doing, or you're small, and they're not going to want to do business with you. So it's important that you grow the social media reach, as that's how people measure success. And it comes with the presentation. You do want to come off as successful, and you do want to come off as professional, because you are professional and you are successful. All right. So day 23, we're going to create a content plan. So a content plan, if you are doing something online for your website, for example, you might have promotions that you want to set up online. You might have tweets that you want to set up. This goes back to social media as well. You might want to have blog posts. What are some other things? You might want to have some events or workshops that you're planning, and you're going to have that plan set out for about 3 months. You can go as much as a year, but if you go as much as a year, you're going to revisit it every 3 months and make changes anyway. So you might as well just do it for 3 months at a time. I do mine for 1 month at a time because I change a lot, but 3 months should be 1 to 3 months is pretty fine. All right, so day 24, you're going to create a customer survey. All right, so this should be done pretty quickly as well. There is, I just forgot what it was called. SurveyMonkey. Duh. So there's a website, SurveyMonkey, or any type of online survey. You can have a print survey for your customers. And basically, you just want to know what the customers think about your business so far. Things that they like, they dislike, products that they use, that they don't use, why they ended up deciding to go with a certain product versus another product. And that way you'll know the direction to take your business. If you're a roofer and if you're a contractor, let's say, and you do tiling and you do drywall and roofing, and you realize nobody's getting your roofing package, and you do a survey and you find out nobody's getting your roofing package because of the price, or it takes too long for the project to complete, then you might be able to say, well, okay, I can lower the price, or I can hire somebody to work with me so that we can get the roofing done faster, and then we'll get more customers to do roofing. All right, so it's important that you do a customer survey so that you find out exactly what your customers want from you so that you can provide that service to them. Okay, so day 25, we're going to advertise. So now we're going to do another advertising blast. So we did that the previous week. We did like some Facebook ads. So now again, day 25, we're going to do some more ads. So it depends on how much business that you've had in the past week. You might be able to afford more expensive ads, like maybe like a bus ad or a magazine ad. But if you're still in budget, or if you just find that it's more beneficial for you to advertise online or through cheaper methods, great. But we're just going to have a larger advertising budget this time around. Okay? So we're going to do that, and we're going to get way more clients this time. And it's very important that you do invest in your business. It's going to cost you money. You have to invest in your business. That's just a reality. Whatever you invest, you'll get out of it. Okay? So day 26, we're going to troubleshoot again. So at this point, your website's up and running. And if you've been having problems that you don't notice, you'll start to notice it once you're up and running. Customers might say, well, I tried to check out and I can't. Your link doesn't work. Or, hey, where do you find the worksheets? Whatever it is that they're looking for, they'll let you know. And day 26, you're going to fix all of those problems. All right. And then day 27, you're going to start moving into the next phase, which is your brainstorming for new ideas. All right. So now we're going to go. We've made products that we've had before. We created a new survey. We've advertised. We've fixed all the old problems. So now we're going to go to our new set of services that we're going to offer. So this might even include hiring new people to have these new ideas set out. It might include new equipment. It might include the same equipment that you've always had, and you might determine that you're not going to have any new products, that right now this is working for you and you're going to build on what you already have, and that's perfectly fine. But day 27, that's exactly what you're going to determine if that's what you need. All right, so you won't be able to determine that now. You'll have to wait until you've done all the other things. Okay, so day 28, you're going to reread your business and marketing plan. So every month you need to reread your business plan and your marketing plan to make sure that you're on track. Okay, I actually have a daily sheet in Evernote that I read every day. It's my goals of the month, and I take it from my business plan and I say, okay, my business plan is, let's just say, to make $50,000. Okay, so I'll go to my business plan and I'll be like, all right, in order to make $50,000 by the day that I want to make it, then that means in August I have to have a certain amount of following and a certain amount of income. And every day I open up, when I'm working on my business, I open up Evernote, I read that, and I'm like, all right, these are my goals. Okay, then every month I'll go back to my business plan and I'll make sure that I'm achieving those goals. All right, it's very important. Don't just write a business plan and throw it in a drawer. You need to use it, and if your business plan is not reflecting what's going on in your business, you need to update it. Okay, so day 29, make a learning and growth plan. So this is a personal plan. So you're gonna make a plan for yourself to learn more about your industry and the things that you need to do within your company. All right, so I'm not saying that you have to learn accounting and you have to learn graphic design if that's something that you're outsourcing, but if you're a photographer, then you do have to make an effort to learn maybe the difference between DSLR cameras and mirrorless cameras, for example. All right, this is your industry. People are going to ask you questions. If you're a photographer at a wedding and somebody says, hey, why can't I use my mirrorless camera? Why do I have to use the DSLR? And you're the photographer and you say, well, I don't know, I just use this camera that I've been using for the past 20 years. Then what does that look like, right? You want to let people know you're the professional, you know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing, and so you have to learn. Always be learning, okay? And then day 30, we're going to create some business systems. So in the first week, we actually made a plan of the different job titles that we want to have within the company. So now day 30, we're going to create systems. So you're going to say to yourself, I'm hiring somebody to take care of all my social media accounts. You need to have systems in place of how you want them to do that. All right, you don't want to just hire somebody and be like, okay, yeah, so here's my logins and yeah, do it. No, it's your company. You have to take control. You have to say, this is the direction we're going, this is how often I want to post, these are the times I want to post, and this is the type of information that I want to give our clients and our customers. Okay, you need to create those systems not only for them but for yourself. If you're sick or you're not able to run your business and somebody else has to take over for you, you should be able to say, go on my computer or go on Dropbox or wherever you store your files, and all the systems are there. You might have to read a little booklet, but all the information that you need is there to run the business. All right, the business should be able to run if you're not there. So if you have stuff that's like, oh, I know what it is, I memorized it, no, that's not good enough. You need to write it down. You need to have a business system created. All right, so that's what we're going to do on day 30. Okay, So that concludes that. So that's going to be your 30-day action plan. So I do have a website if you're interested. It's my name, Siobhan Campbell. So my website is siobhancampbell.com. I do have like some blog posts that you see here on the screen, how to build a business while you're working 9 to 5, tips for customer service. All right, I do speak at events and I host workshops. I offer coaching on my website, and I also have events. So I'll teach through webinars, workshops, and I also have some ebooks as well. Okay, and you can always follow me on social media. So I'm on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and you can also email me. All right, so if you do have questions, let me just close here. All right, so if you do have questions, then you can always email me. I'll be glad to respond to those. All right, so my email is just here. So siobhancampbell@gmail.com. All right, so thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. So don't forget to follow me on social media, and I'll see you guys in the next video.